Two-time fantasy champ here. Let's make some champs this season. Doing a head-to-head mock draft. We're going to get right into it. Picking at number 8, head-to-head standard scoring. Nothing really looks like it's changed. Still don't like Travis Kelce here this early. I mean, over Tyreek Hill, it's insane. Over Adams, insane. Did have some new news that Aaron Rodgers is not opting out. So, man, the people doing Adams Hill, picking 10, 11, not a bad strat. But here it's going to be, standard people going. I'm picking 8. I call it the Shadow Realm. I really don't like it because I'm stuck between, Jonathan Taylor, now maybe Aaron Jones, that Aaron Rodgers is back. So, we'll kind of see. Looking into my RB2, man, Gibson's a little bit lower. Clyde 2.9. Running back, so really don't care about wide receivers. One wide receiver I really do like is Michael Thomas's value, man. I want to snipe him. Really just looking at running back value here. Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, pick 8, pick 9, pick 10. Those are the guys you're looking at. My RB2, man, I really don't know. I want to reach kind of on Dobbins, kind of want to reach on Clyde. Clyde did do good, man. 181 rush attempts with Bell there. So for my first pick, realistically, Jonathan Taylor went. Man, this would be my dream scenario. Play it safe with Chubb. They were the number 3 in rushing, I believe, and 4 in rushing attempts, or it was reversed. They were either 4th in rushing and 3rd in attempts, but they like to run the ball. Really leaning on Hunt. He was a top 10 running back in standard last year. Really leaning on Hunt for possibly my flex, going for him a little bit early, 4th round maybe. I was looking ahead. He's projected about 8 to 11 points, 8 to 10 points every week. For a flex, that's pretty strong. If you're projected 9 and 10, as a floor, I could see him having 30, 40 rush yards and maybe 20, 30 passing yards. So maybe, okay, but let's get back into this. This is easy. Aaron Jones, easy. RB1. If he was gone, and Akers was gone, I expect those to be gone in, real leagues. I would lean Tyreek Hill here. Is Tyreek Hill here? He's not here. Only because he's for sure, and, Akers isn't for sure. Mixon's not for sure. Gibson's not for sure. They're just not for sure. They should do good, but, Tyreek Hill's for sure. You're getting massive points from him. But in this case scenario, we're going to go Aaron Jones here. In my big money league, don't think, I would get lucky enough to get Chubb and Aaron Jones. That would be absolutely insane. They are both on buys, so, week 13, you could take a hit. But, there's so many games this year. I think there's, 17 games, so. So right here's the tricky part to where, realistically, if people are going Kelce and Adams and Hill so early, in a different league where running backs are valued more, like in big money leagues, I feel like all these running backs will be gone. This will be someone's RB2. Eckler will be gone. Gibson will be gone, and you'd still have Hill, Adams, Kelce sitting here, and people would be kind of picking, grabbing Sanders, grabbing Dobbins. I really don't understand A.J. Brown and McLaurin being here. New quarterback, super risky. I mean, just super risky. Michael Thomas, really like his value here. There was videos of Jameis Winston throwing some amazing passes at camp. He was throwing 20 to 30 to 40 yard just darts on the money while receivers were on the run. So that's good to see. If I could get Michael Thomas for my 3rd pick, I mean, it is an absolute steal. I feel like his floor is, 60 to 70 yards per game. Even 80. So if his floor is 6 to 8 and his upside is 120 and a touchdown, maybe 2. So his ceiling could be, 25 points. For a third-round pick, I'm loving Michael Thomas. I mean, it even says mid-range wide receiver 1. Remember, this guy was the number 1 receiver just 2 years ago. He had 225 points in standard. That is RB1 numbers at receiver. Clyde, another guy I'm thinking about going as my running back 2. Remember, too, Nick Chubb does have a top-tier schedule. It is a green light schedule. I believe it's the number 4 schedule for running backs. Aaron Jones is bottom of the list. He was bottom of the list last year as well, and I was going to steer clear of him. I drafted him as my RB1, and he did not let me down. He did work, did a lot of numbers. He had a 40-burger week 2, and he had a terrible schedule. Last year, it was like a 1 or 2 star. I believe this year it's a 0-star schedule, so that's very bad. Nick Chubb, I think, is a 5-star schedule, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Nick Chubb, and I believe Gibson is number 10 on running back strength of schedule. Akers is really high up there as well, top 10. I can't remember if it was Gibson or Akers that was really high, but yeah, some of the good ones: Chubb, Jonathan Taylor, Antonio Gibson. Who's the other one I said? I can't remember. Right here, though, there's so many good receivers, and as you can see, running backs are running out. So I really, where did Michael Thomas go? See, that's a steal right there. I could see Michael Thomas, if you go McCaffrey at 20, go another running back, and then 21 for your boom, go Michael Thomas. Right here, though, the obvious pick. Don't care about any of these receivers here. Man, Carson just gets injured. DeAndre Swift, decent with TJ Hawkinson. They drafted that Sewell guy, the lineman guy, number 1 prospect. So line could be more decent. Jamal Williams is there. If there was a more crappy running back there, I would like to get Swift. I mean, Swift as your flex, hot. I'm just going to go Dobbins here just because run-heavy offense. And I think he's a better talented player than Swift. If you go back and watch his tape, Dobbins has the cuts, the elusiveness, he has vision, he has explosiveness, he has agility, he can stiff arm you, he can juke you, his acceleration is insane. So, I want home run hitters, and, this guy had, I believe, 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns or 8 touchdowns in his first season as a rookie, splitting the work. So, he's going to be the main dog now. So, as a flex, love this. Like, A-plus tier flex. This guy's ceiling is like 25 points. 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, easy ceiling. Floor, 60 yards. So, 6 points here is your floor, 25 is the ceiling. Let me know if I'm being too over the edge there. But right here, really would be between... I do like doing the formula, taking the tight ends here, because if you go to wide receivers, there's still... So, yeah, so really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, really, there's 9, I'd say, wide receiver 1s left, even if they're low wide receiver 1. Josh Allen, Mahomes is gone. So, here, tight ends, in my opinion, there's 2 top tier. So, here, I'm going to go... Waller, only because Kittle has never elapsed, I believe it's 5 touchdowns in a season. Waller, basically just wide receiver 1 on that team. Derek Carr doesn't throw deep, throws the under, so Darren Waller will have those weeks where he just busts out, wins you some games from that. So yeah, Kittle, Waller, the top guys there. Andrews, decent, had a down year last year. I'd consider him a low tight end 1 still. Not really in the tight end 2. He's just that good. Kittle and Waller, they're in the top tier. They're like a minus, Kittle and Waller, and then Kelsey's the A plus. Then you have Mark Andrews as like the A, and then these guys start going down as like the B plus, B minus. That's just kind of how I see it. So when I went Waller, we had a running back go, receiver, quarterback. So this is nice. So we just want to see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just want to see all the way to Godwin. We want one of these guys as our wide receiver 1 here. And then perhaps Tyler Lockett as our wide receiver 2, or Ayuk or Jamar Chase. Mike Evans, Thielen. Little run on receivers going, okay? But the beauty is Kittle's there, so Kittle is going to go here. And one of these picks before me, Kittle's going to go, so that's going to save me a spot. Julio Jones is 100% going to go. Let's see who else might go. One of the quarterbacks could go because there's like 3 or 4 elite ones left. Running back wise, Montgomery's going to go. He should go in between. Let's see. Yep, there goes Julio. So let's see. Okay, there goes Kittle. Nice. Let's see. Really would like Galladay or Godwin. Yep, there goes David Montgomery. So 5 picks, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 picks, and there's 4 wide receivers. So we'd have to get really unlucky here to not be able to get at least one of these guys. Kyle Pitts goes. Beautiful. Myles Gaskin. Yep, running back. So strategy worked out. If I would have went one of the receivers there when I go to pick tight ends here, could have gotten Andrews. Not a bad pick. Just they are a run-first team, you know. Tyler Lockett, Kareem Hunt, okay. And so one of the guys falls to us. I will go with Kenny Galladay just because I think he's the most talented. Robert Woods has a new quarterback. So, you know, just playing it real safe. Galladay, the dude's a beast. He's 6'4", he's fast. He's extremely athletic, freak of nature, great hands, good route runner. Just feel good about him, you know. He'll have some big games, 100 yards and touchdown. Just feel good about getting him in the 5th round. He scored, I think, 180 points. I don't know if it was back-to-back years but I think it was 20. Can't really see it on here anywhere. But he did have, I think it was 2019. He had, I believe it was like 180 points in standard. I think it was, what was it, like 12 or 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns, I'd like to say. Could be wrong there, but should be right around there. Very safe pick. Would love Godwin here as my wide receiver 2. It's not going to happen with the auto pick there. Probably, man. Sexy quarterback here. Honestly, yeah, here I would go with, man, I like Rodgers a lot. This dude's such a beast, man. Honestly, I'm going to wait. I'm going to grab because running backs are drying up. I'm just going to grab, really don't need running back, though, because I could just, I could handcuff Jones, could handcuff Dobbins by getting Gus Edwards. I'm going to go Godwin here. Just going the balance route. Really like this here. I mean, Godwin is projected back in wide receiver 2, he had 840 and 7. It's not too bad. It's not too great. I mean, it was his, he is a wide receiver 2, you know, so I mean, last year though, not too bad. He had about 8 points there, 60 and a touch, about 5 points there, 80 and a touch, 4 points, 9 points, 50 and a touch, 97. I mean, he had a little crap game there, a little stinker, touch too. I mean, solid for your wide receiver 2. You know, if he was my wide receiver 1, maybe a little weak, but still, I'd consider him actually a middle to high end wide receiver 2. I mean, if the guy can put up, 7 touchdowns, I mean, it's not great, but he's projected a bit more, 1,007 touchdowns. I'll take it, Do like it, grab an AB late as well as a little wild card option. Who knows what happens? The guy was the number 1 receiver for multiple years, went off just a couple years ago. I mean, the guy could come out and have 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns easily, and you could get him, in the 8th round. But I also do like, if Godwin's not there, love Brandon Ayuk. The dude was a beast. He was just going off, man. He was just going off. Cooks could be decent without Watson there, but I mean, 1150 for 6, kind of close to what Godwin was. So man, Dak went. I was thinking about going Dak there, grabbing one of the quarterbacks, because now, see, so I want you guys to learn from that. I really wish I would have went one of the quarterbacks there, because I still could have gotten Ayuk or Cooks, Higgins, Judy. I could have got one of them for my wide receiver 2, even AB, Waddle, Devontae Smith, and I would have felt good about it, even Claypool. So mistake right there. And you do want your wide receiver 2, in my opinion, to be your weakest position. So I honestly, looking at the quarterbacks now, nothing elite here. And the wide receivers, there's still wide receiver 2s here. So here, I'm just going to grab... I'm going to grab Mike Davis just so I have a starting running back for the Falcons on my bench. So if one of these guys get hurt, I at least have some insurance here. But I do have nice balance overall. The quarterback here that I'm probably going to grab is... Where did Herbert go? Herbert must be way higher than I think. Jamar Chase, it's a great pick right there, Aaron Rodgers. So I'm on the clock here. With all these quarterbacks left, I mean, honestly, I'd be happy to get Brady, Tannehill, Hurts, or even Joe Burrow. So with all the quarterbacks already snagged, I don't really need to grab a quarterback. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab one more running back here, James Robinson. Right there, I either would have went with Javonte Williams. Some beat writers came out and said that they think he's going to lead the Broncos in carries. Go watch this guy's tape. Reminds me of a young Kamara, Darren Sproles mix with his speed and elusiveness. I mean, this guy is ridiculously talented. If Melvin Gordon gets hurt, this is an easy RB1. So right there, you could go with the upside pick with Javonte Williams if you wanted to go for the upside, if that makes sense. I went with the safe side with the more insurance play, with knowing that I'm going to get a starting running back. This guy should get decent points. He should get some touchdowns here. I could plug him in if I need to. If someone gets hurt, and he should do fine. He doesn't have this explosive like this could be a James Robinson of this year. Melvin could get hurt. This guy could outplay Melvin Gordon. This guy could turn into this year's James Robinson. So that's kind of the difference right there. I just took the safe approach. Really looking back, kind of wish I would have went Williams there, but oh well. So running back wise, I'm fine here. Chubb, Jones, Dobbins, Davis, Robinson. Really, if you wanted to in this next round, you could handcuff. You could grab A.J. Dillon. So you're pretty much locking up your RB2. So if anything happens to Jones, you bought yourself insurance and you're just good to go. Really want to see what they're saying on him right here. Leap into RB2 if Jones were to mix time. So he's only leaping into the RB2 mix if Aaron Jones gets hurt. So a lot of people, including myself, might be overlooking Aaron Jones. Everyone has a backup, and just because this guy is decent doesn't mean Aaron Jones is going to get tons of less playing time. So Javonte Williams is still there, so honestly, I'm going to take him. I just like the wild card upside right there. But yeah, check out some beat writers said that he will be the top guy. They think that he'll lead the Broncos in carries. That came out today. Right here, we still have, I'd still be happy with Hurts or Burrow. Stafford has a really great schedule. Do a nice little touchdown to Cup and training camp. Look good. We still got Daniel Jones. If we want to go the streaming route. None of these other guys. I mean, Jameis Winston, honestly, man, if he's a starting quarterback, I would love grabbing him late. That dude's going to sling some touchdowns. Man, that's crazy. I got to do a video about that. Look how far down he is. People are going to forget about him. Draft that man. So right here, wide receiver-wise, who can we... Oh, yeah. So right there, that was... What round are we in? We are in round 10. So right there, always have 1 to 2, I would say, wild card picks. I played it safe all draft pretty much. These are my 2 wild card picks. Hopefully AB can turn into a... hopefully he can double this and go to about 1,000 for 8 touchdowns and, be a wide receiver 2 for me. Or even a wide receiver 3. Even, heck, what if he's a wide receiver 1? We'll see. Wild card pick doesn't really affect anything. So right here next, I do like to take defenses early. Especially the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. They are like a running back 1 in your defensive slot. I mean, if you don't have to stream anything, these guys are going to get you... how many points do they have? Jesus, 306... Oh, points allowed. Okay. I can't remember how many points they... Let me see real quick. I think it shows it. Including... Can't remember how many they got, but I think they were averaging like 8 to 15 points a game. if you're getting 12 and 13, 14, 15 points from them, your defense, and the other D's getting like 3, like, it's a big advantage right there. Did somebody, oh my gosh, somebody took, Buccaneers defense is that high? I don't know, man. Quarterbacks, so we got a receiver. Honestly here, T.Y. Hilton, like getting this guy late just because the upside, like AB. New quarterback, Phillip Rivers sucked. Dude didn't have an arm. I don't know what they were doing last year, signing an old man at quarterback who couldn't throw. The dude had a lot of interceptions. I do like Russell Gage as well. Out of everyone else here, I would probably just take Russell Gage and be done with it. Maybe take a flyer, take that wild card pick on AJ Green. Elijah Moore, another guy to watch out. A lot of news coming from him out of camp, but there are a lot of receivers there, so watch out for that. Right here, we're gonna take Joe Burrow. I like his rushing upside. I like that he has Jamar Chase. I like that he has T. Higgins. I like that he has some weapons this year. If he was gone, I would probably just wait, and I'd probably go with Winston. I could go with Ben Roethlisberger. Don't really want to go Matt Ryan. He just has too many stinkers. Okay, so cool. We get our guy. Boom. Get our guy right there. So the team, give me a team grade in the comments. I don't like to cap and overhype, but Burrow, I'm going to say B+. Chubb, A+. Aaron Jones, A+. Galladay, let's say he's in the middle, teetering from B+ and A-. We just have to see. Godwin, I'd say B+. Waller, A+. Dobbins, A+, because he's my flex. And my bench's overall grade, I'd probably give it B+, A-. So, not sure how I'm feeling about this team. It's a solid team. It could definitely compete. I got talent all across the board, and I'm very balanced. I have a 3-headed monster with my running backs. I have, very talented receivers on teams with good quarterbacks. I have a top-tier tight end. There's really no weak spot. Maybe my quarterback, but I could stream, like I was saying. I could get Jameis Winston. Who else is on here? Could get Tyrod Taylor. That dude puts up numbers. He just does. He just rushes. He puts up numbers. He scores. He's very conservative. Doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Justin Fields come out and pop off. Matt Ryan come out. Matt Stafford. He has a great schedule. So, there's options in here for you. Here, we are going to go another receiver. Russell Gage should be the bona fide number 2 next to Ridley being the number 1. So he should get a couple more targets there. Any running backs left? Michael Carter, another wild card, could be the Jets starting running back. Trey Sermon, if Mostert goes down, who's going to be next up? If it's Trey Sermon and he starts eating, 12 to 16 carries a game, maybe 20, you get yourself an RB2, RB1 super late. I could see him being like a James Conner when Bell didn't get drafted, to where if Mostert got hurt, Sermon steps up into the role. And, that's all she wrote. So right here for a defense, we're going to grab the Ravens, top defense. But, yeah, I hope you guys like the draft. Give me a grade. I would say this team, it's a balanced team. There's not too much of a weakness here. I think definitely this could be a playoff team. I would give it a B+. I think I would have liked to have Dak here or Aaron Rodgers, and then instead of Godwin. And I can't remember what receivers were there, but I could have had Galladay and Ayuk, and I could have had Aaron Rodgers or Dak up here, or even Russell Wilson. So I could have had a top tier quarterback up there. It's still been pretty much the same. So watch that pick there in the 5th, 6th round where you're going your wide receiver 2 or an elite quarterback 1. So mistake there. Hope you guys learn from it and start killing your mocks. But anyways, appreciate it for watching. 38 views in the last video. Appreciate that. Leave any comments you guys have or any questions, and I'll be sure to answer it and help you guys out. But anyways, 2 times fantasy champ here. Let's get some champs made this season. Peace.